What is going on, YouTube? This is Strato here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle, and today I am bringing you guys a UU match against a guy from my stream who went by the name of TStar99. I'll find his YouTube link later. It'll be in the description when I do find it, and I'm using UU HailStall team because, as you know, Hail is being suspect tested in UU again, so I decided to take this opportunity to go ahead and make a UU team out of Hail. And in my opinion, Hail is just amazing, especially HailStall. It's really good if you know what you're doing with it. And my team consists of Snover, it's especially defensive, and it's a sub-seeder, by the way, very nice. Sableye, basic sub-recover, protect, Nightshade, very good for wearing down weekend pokes. And I have Coolfish, major part of my team. I know it's an RU poke, but oh my god, this thing is just amazing. It's physically defensive. It gets Intimidate. It's basically a physically defensive version of Tentacruel without Rapid Spin. It can set up Toxic Spikes. It can go for the Waterfall. It's just amazing. I love this thing. And I also have Arcanine, who's my physical sweeper. Jinx is Scarfed, and it has Dry Skin, so it's very good for countering Crocoon. And yeah, it's Scarfed, by the way, and my special sweeper. And then I have Hitmontop finally, basically for spin support, blah blah blah. As for my opponent, he's running a Darmanitan, a Snorlax, Nidoking, Heracross, Shaman, and a Suicune. And I do have to keep my eye on the Snorlax and the Nidoking, mainly because if Nidoking is Scarfed, it can pretty much punch holes in my team. And Snorlax, being especially defensive, can take many hits from many of my teammates. So, without further ado, let us get it on with this battle, shall we? So, yeah, I am challenged by Tyler. I'm going to go ahead and just lead off with my Snover here, just to go ahead and set up the Hail, and he's going to lead off with his Darmanitan, knowing that I'm probably going to do that anyway. So, yeah, I decided to go for a Protect here, see what he would lock himself into, because the way he brought it in tells me he's obviously Choice Scarfed, or possibly Banded. He goes for the U-turn here, predicting me to switch out to my Arcanine, which was very smart on his end, and if he had gone for the Flare Blitz, then that might have been very bad for him, just saying. So, now he's going to go ahead, U-turn out to a Suicune here, and I kind of should have realized that. In fact, I knew that was kind of coming, so I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to switch out here, because I know that my Arcanine can do jack diddly to this Suicune, because the way he brings it in, obviously, rest talk, so I'm going to have to switch out here, and I'm going to end up going out to my, frickin' Snover again, because I'm specially defensive, and I can also threaten him out with my grass typing, because I do carry the Giga Drain in case of a Suicune emergency, so it's very good for me. So now he's gonna know that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and just go straight for the Giga Drain, and he's gonna end up going out to his Darmanitan, but I anticipated that, and I'm able to set up a substitute here, which is very awesome, because now I'm able to just protect, stall, and just get some more damage off with the Hail on his Darmanitan, which is always nice. So he goes for the U-turn here, and I just decided to go straight for the Leech Seed because I do need some more HP on this Snover, and he's going to end up U-turning out to his Heracross here, and that's fine with me because I can still go for the Leech Seed, get some much needed HP off of this thing, and then I'll be able to just go for frickin' switch out to try and counter this Heracross. And he's going to withdraw here and go out to his Darmanitan again for whatever reason, and this was amazing. Like, I go out to my Quillfish here and I get the Intimidate, and even if he stayed in with his Heracross, it still wouldn't do a lot, so now his Darmanitan can't do anything to me either, so this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and just go straight for the Toxic Spikes. But he's going to U-turn here, and he's going to go straight out to his Nidoking, and I don't know why he did that, because if I had gone for the Waterfall instead, then his Nidoking would basically be in a shitload of trouble. So I get off a layer of Toxic Spikes, which is very crucial. I'm going to switch out here, predicting him to go straight for the Earth Power, and I'm going to go out to my Hitmontop because I know I can take at least one or two, and I do get the Intimidate. Doesn't matter though, because most Nidokins are specially attacking these days. Goes for the Earth Power, and that will be a 2-hit KO on my Hitmontop, but it doesn't matter if my Hitmontop goes down or not, mainly because he doesn't carry any entry hazard support on his team. So I'm just going to go straight for the Sucker Punch, get as much damage off of this Nidoking as possible, and he is able to take me out with a second Earth Power. So down goes my Hitmontop. I'm going to go ahead and go out to my Jinx here, who is Scarfed, and he's going to predict me to go for a Blizzard, and he's going to go out to a Snorlax, who will easily take one. But, nasty surprise, I do carry the Psyshock, and it'll deal a nice amount of damage to his Snorlax, but I know that I cannot take a hit from the Snorlax because I have no physical bulk whatsoever. So I'm going to have to switch out here, and I'm going to go out to my Quillfish again, who can take any hit from the Snorlax all day, every day, because it's physically defensive, and it does have the Intimidate drop off on it. So goes for a Crunch here, so I guess that tells me he's carrying Rest Talk maybe with Crunch and Body Slam. So I'm going to go for a Waterfall here, try and get as much damage off of this thing as possible, and that did a lot for a Waterfall for my Quillfish. My lord, that's really a lot. And he actually reveals me as the Curse, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe he's Rest Talk with Curse and Crunch, I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I guess if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm going to go for a Waterfall here. And this kind of mattered a little. I get the flinch off on his Snorlax, and if I didn't, he would probably just go straight for the Rest, and he'd basically be able to sweep my team. So that kind of mattered there. So I'm going to go for a Waterfall here, and that will be able to take out his Snorlax, which is very good for me because now my Jinx can just come in at any time and not have to worry about Snorlax switching in onto a Blizzard. He's going to go ahead and go out to his Nidoking here, mainly get rid of my Toxic Spikes and go straight for the Earth Power and to threaten out my Quillfish. So I need to keep this Quillfish in play as long as possible, so I am going to have to switch out here, and I'm going to go out to my Snover, and he probably should have anticipated it and just gone straight for a Fire Blast in my opinion, but it was just like, yeah, whatever. But he scores a critical hit on my Snover. That really sucks. So he's going to reveal to me finally that he is not Scarfed, and he does carry the Life Orb or the Expert Belt, so he's able to go for a Sludge Bomb to take out my Snowbird, but I don't need it anymore, so I'm just going to go straight for the Psyshock here, and that will be able to take out his Nidoking, and he still doesn't know what item I'm carrying, which is very good for me. So he's going to go out to Darmanitan here. I can't take a hit from him, obviously, so I'm going to have to switch out to my Quillfish again, and since his Nidoking is dead, I butchered that, but I'm able to set up Toxic Spikes without him, the Nidoking, coming in to remove my Toxic Spikes and negate them, so that's very good for me, which further helps out my HailStall strategy. So he's going to bring in his Shaman here, and I'm just going to go for a Substitute and see what he wants to do. He's going to go out to his Shaman, obviously, so that gives me at least one free turn to set up a layer of Toxic Spikes, and even if I don't set up both layers, I can still get to continuous damage off of him from the Toxic Spikes, so it's very good for me. So I really don't need this Quillfish anymore at this point, so I'm just going to go ahead and just leave this in as Death Fodder, which will give me a safe switch in to my Jinx, which can easily threaten out this Shaman. So I'm going to go out to my Jinx here, and I'm Scarfed, and if he had not switched out, then this Shaman would have died much quicker than earlier, I don't know, but he's going to go out to his Suicune here, and I was really worried about this thing. I probably should have just expected this and just gone straight for the, the Energy Ball, but I didn't want to over-predict, so I just went straight for the Blizzard, and that's still okay because I get some damage off on the Suicune, and then I am able to switch out to something that can take on Suicune, and my best option for taking on the Suicune is probably going to be my Sableye, or not my Sableye, I'm sorry, my Jinx. So I'm just gonna leave this in, I guess, and I'm just rambling at this point, I don't know, but he's gonna reveal to me he does have the rest, so that kind of sucks. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think I switched out to my Sableye here and try and stall out the rest of his team that's still alive, surprisingly. So yeah, what did I do? I'm pretty sure I switched out to Sableye here. I don't know, but I do make a switch out here, and I go out to my Arc-9 actually. I don't know why did I switch out to Arc-9 again? I don't know. Maybe I was predicting him to switch out to Heracross? Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But he goes out to his Darmanitan instead, which is even better than switching out to Heracross, because now I can take out this Darmanitan here with an E-Speed to the face, and since he's around 50% health from the HailStall strategy, then my E-Speed will be able to take out his Darmanitan, so that's very nice, cleanly taken out. So all he has left is a Heracross and a Suicune, so he's going to bring in this Heracross here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just go straight for the E-Speed, get as much damage off on this Heracross as possible, because he probably carries the Scarf, and that will outspeed my Arcanine and probably destroy me. So yeah, he's going to go for a Stone Edge here, and that will take out my Arcanine. I guess it's his best bet for taking out my Jinx as well, and not get the defense drops from the close combat, so that works out fine, I guess. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and bring out my Sableye here. I probably should have just went straight for a Protect instead of subbing here, but I still wanted to see what he would do anyway. Maybe he might switch out and give me a chance to go for a Nightshade on something, but goes straight for a Stone Edge, and his Heracross will die to the Toxic Spikes and the Hail damage, so it's very good for me. All he has left is a Sleeping Suicune here, and I still have my Sableye, which is very nice. Wait, no, I forgot, he still has the frickin' Shaman here. What was I talking about? I lied earlier. But he's going to bring in a Shaman here. I go for a Substitute, see what he wants to do. He's just going to go for a Seed Flare, misses, which pretty much cost him the match. And at this point, it was pretty much GG. I have this in the bag. I'm just going to go straight for a Nightshade here. Or no, I went for a Protect first, just get some more damage on him from the Hail and Toxic Spikes. And I'm just going to go straight for a Nightshade here, I believe. And he's just going to go for a Seed Flare, which will easily break my sub, but he misses again, so that kind of really sucks for him. So yeah, down goes his Shaman, like I said, because of Toxic Spikes. And yeah, all he has left is his Suicune, finally. Sleeping Suicune. It's sleeping, yeah. But at this point it's pretty much over. He can't really do much to my Sableye and my Jinx, so I'm just gonna go straight for Nightshade here. And then at this point he knows that he can't touch me, so he's just gonna save us both time, and he's gonna hit the run button. So that was GG, TStar99, link will be in the description, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this match, and probably have another one Friday on my birthday. Probably don't know when, because I do have to work from 5 a.m. to 12, which really sucks, but it's like whatever, free money. If you liked the battle, leave a like, comment, subscribe. That's all for today, guys. Strato signing out, and ciao.